Hey, we're live.
Hey guys, in case you're not totally sick of us yet, because we get sick of us. I'm just kidding.
I'm sick of it. I'm out.
Dang it. Can I get a second take?
Take two.
I
need one of those markers. Oh, I would love that.
You know the bummer thing with live video is if you all of a sudden have a total brain fog and it all starts falling apart up there, you're on live video. So there's no retakes, there's no recording, there's no editing, there's no nothing. It is whatever you've brought to the table.
Babe, that's your videos.
Yeah, what?
Yep.
What just happened?
Okay,
can we just laugh about the bird that's right up there? Because it's seriously my only Christmas decoration that we have out so far. And he's been there since last Christmas.
He has.
He was so cute. I felt bad sticking him in like the storage box because he's so cute. He's one of those little He's one of those little Target birds that like people were going crazy over and like buying for $1 million even though they were only like $5 originally, right?
Does anyone else sentimentalize like thing? Like she like literally was like, I was like, so should I just put him in here in the ornament box? And she's like, but he'll be lonely.
No, you did. Remember you did?
I did put him in.
And then later on, I went back for him because I started thinking about the little bird and I felt really sad for him and I started thinking about him being in storage all year.
All
and
alone.
So I went, isn't he just the cutest little bird? Look at him. He doesn't do anybody any
like
harm.
He needs a close up. I think
he's like the cutest little, he's probably dusty.
He's got a little hat.
He's dusty. Yeah, maybe I dusted him the other day.
You did.
Anyways.
He's actually the one clean thing in our house.
His name is Scout.
Wait. He has a name?
Yeah, look.
Oh my goodness, he does have a name.
Scout. He's from the 2016 collection.
He is.
I'm hoping that Target gets more of the little birds. They're so cute. They get them for like every holiday. Anyways, totally off topic.
Yeah.
Hopsy.
Where are we going?
Hopsy.
Yeah. Cheers.
We need to work on our freeze frame. I wish we could like decide what our freeze frame was. We get the weirdest freeze frames.
We do.
So we've been trying to freeze. Frame.
Boy,
This one has really nice color too and bubbles.
I feel like you could say that about any beer. This has really nice color.
At least you gave me
the color for beer
bubbles
is
this time.
dependent on the style. Like if this was like a Pilsner, this would be
What are
bad.
we drinking again?
We are drinking pale ale. So this is well within the style
and
parameters.
what is the name of this pale ale?
Easy Up.
Easy Up.
If you're a brewery, how are you sitting down and like naming your beer? Like, I know, this IPA is Easy Up. Yep, that's your name. And you'll be delicious.
Be better than last night. I think we tasted them in the right order.
They
just kept getting better every night.
I don't know. Last night still winning me over this one. This is good beer. I won't no denying. I am super excited about this.
Maybe it's because you just
desiring
brushed
this
your
beer all day. I didn't brush. Oh, I did. Dang it.
He thinks you can smell his breath.
I do.
He brushes his teeth every
nice
night
and
before
fresh.
we do this. It's
Thieves
kind of
fresh.
funny.
We were talking about like just Hopsy and other things, other businesses, Dollar Shave Club. What's Lola.
The tampon people. Sorry, I just said
Stitch
tampon
Fix?
on live
Is that
TV.
one of them? Ooh, yeah.
Stitch Fix, the clothing thing that sends you cute outfits.
The one that sends us the heater filters, which is awesome. Guys, if you
this.
don't have it, if you're like me and you're absolutely terrible about changing your heater filter and you're losing, efficiency, like I don't have to go to Home Depot and buy the 3-pack anymore that I'm good about changing it for 3 months and then I don't change it for 6 months. Yeah.
And then the thing would have built up like this much fuzz on it and it was like sucking
so
into
gross.
our air conditioning vent.
It sounded like an aircraft carrier.
Yes, it was bad.
And we live right next to the railroad tracks, and so we just dust problems. So it's nice having that just mailed to us and change.
Yeah, so I can post that. I'll refer like crazy. I'm like, hey, this is awesome, and I get credit if you sign up too, and you get something off.
Yep.
Referral is awesome.
Referral is awesome. It's like a different way of like marketing and things like that.
Yeah. So basically, companies, instead of spending like millions of dollars on football spots or Super Bowl spots or advertising that people are just ignoring more and more these days, like we all get inundated with so much stuff that people are beginning to ignore a lot of that stuff. And so referral is awesome. It's like the best.
DVRs now, you're like commercial, gone.
Yeah. I can't even handle watching commercials anymore. I'm totally spoiled.
Hulu. Or no, we don't. Does Hulu do commercials anymore?
They do, but I think I just ignore them.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what the commercials are. Who actually watches commercials? Does anyone actually watch the commercials anymore? Even on
YouTube
Hulu?
forces me to.
YouTube
like
does.
3 or 6
but
seconds
I just
up
don't
one.
pay attention to it until it lets me skip. Yeah. Anyways, word of mouth is like the most powerful form of advertising. And I think more and more companies are realizing that they want to put their dollars where it's most valuable. And so
I like the
getting...
words out of your mouth. Sorry. This is our date night.
I know, you guys are joining our weird date night. Josh is going to get weird on us. And he's probably going to start doing like too much inappropriate PDA.
Or worse, I could sing.
Oh.
Wow.
Don't do that. Don't encourage him, people. Don't encourage him.
Yes.
Don't encourage him.
A few more of these, and it's karaoke live.
Oh, dear. Anyways. I'm totally losing my train of thought because my husband is throwing me off and being really weird.
We were talking about small businesses, and it was funny because you're a small business owner. Like, I never thought we would. Oh my gosh, he just took out our tripod. He died.
I just kicked it. I felt like we were in an interview.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being interviewed by Josh.
So you started your own small business. What's that been like?
I did. Accidentally. I call it my accidental business because it was totally accidental. I was so not wanting to do any sort of business. I was burnt out. I had done another business. Hi, Chris. Are you headed home soon? Chris is our son.
He
Hi,
is.
Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Shouldn't you be at
Please
work
don't
soon?
be driving while you're joining us live.
Yeah, that's bad. Don't do that. I'm waiting for a reply. Anyways.
He rolls his eyes.
I did another at-home business, and I was just kind of feeling burnt out. There was just some things that I just found I wasn't connecting with as I got further along, and it just wasn't a good fit for me.
There was a lot of things about you loved, but it just, in certain harder seasons, it was almost too much.
Yeah, we went through some hard seasons, and I was pregnant at that time, and I was having a really rough pregnancy. It was knocking me on my butt, like, badly, and I kept trying to go forward. I don't know if it was being older and being pregnant and my 5th pregnancy or what, but I was just feeling really burnt out. And so I kind of was taking a step back from that. And the reason that we got into oils was just for our family, like, to support, like, our kiddos and
it was
like
actually
that.
a move of desperation at the time. Like, you had followed her for like a year, and then like we had a scenario and nothing was like, because with babies you can't do a lot, like,
yeah.
So,
but I remember, like, as our kids were getting better and healthier, and we were seeing just like the awesome benefits.
Quick turnaround. It was crazy. Yeah. It was like one of those things that is like, okay.
It like broke this cycle of unwellness for us.
Yes.
Yeah. But then I remember like telling Josh, and I was like, babe, I really think that like.
And your husband was nothing but supportive the entire time, right?
He totally shut me down. He's like, you are not starting another business. You are not starting another hobby. We don't need anything more on our plate. You're an insane woman. He put his foot down.
Did. I was like...
He put his big old foot down.
You've seen the Inside Out? I was like, the foot is coming down.
I love that movie, Inside Out.
The foot is down.
And I was like,
the foot is down.
That's cute. I was like, oh, look, his little foot. But as the respectful wife that I was, I swallowed all sorts of pride, and I actually canceled one of my classes for you.
You did.
We were
She
feeling
did.
Really
she did. And I will say,
and I wasn't having good balance in that season.
Being married to a woman that, like, when you see, like, and things are hard and it's going rough, and even if you're completely in the wrong, like, I shouldn't have, you know, I wouldn't have done it myself, you know, bad business practices, but I love that I am married to a woman who, you know, swallows down her pride and goes with you know respects me enough to yeah.
There's still some times where I'm like,
in the important things, or at least, you know, meets me and has like a conversation. Like, if you really disagree, like, we can sit and hash it out and have like a conversation.
And I only back into the closet one time and have a total screaming fit.
That happened.
Oh, the moments you wish you could be a fly on the wall, right?
Oh,
Yep.
man.
Not all marriage is roses, right? We all have rough points, and
Yeah.
that was a rough point.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of like, our Facebook Live video, I'm like, man, it's really skewed. They get to see the good. They don't get to see the
Knockdown,
Josh
drag out.
and Hillary, the less awesome moments.
We all have less awesome moments,
Except
though.
for me, I'm perfect.
We
but-
all have behind the scenes, right? We all have junk in the closet.
Junk
In the trunk. Junk in the closet, junk in the trunk, right?
Yeah.
Anyways. But the cool thing is that Josh and I were able to like talk, and I was like, okay, set some boundaries. Like, what are you willing to accept? What am I willing to accept? And we made our business work for us.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that I've been thinking about so much lately is like, how many places can you go to an employer, to a business, to a company, to whatever, and decide to hire yourself? To decide to like set your own hours, set your own days, set how much time, energy, money you're willing to put into it, and then you directly see the fruits from that. Like, how many places can you do that?
It really is your business.
And
I mean,
decide with your
it's
spouse,
starting-
hey, I'm not going to work today.
Yeah.
You're totally in a place where like you need to take the day off, or you need me to cancel a class, or something really awful happened and we need to take a week or 2 weeks or a month and just kind of take a back seat.
Well,
Like,
you
how
can't
many
even,
places
you can't
can
even
you
do that? Even if you open like your own like brick and mortar business, you can
Yeah.
be like, hey, I'm going to take a month off. Good luck,
And how-
employees.
Like, this blows me away because I feel so incredibly blessed. I don't have tons of money saved and at my disposal to just pull out and invest and buy a business. Like, buy a storefront, buy inventory. They say it's like a 3-year turnover for most small businesses that have like...
You're in the red for 3 years at least. Like, you got to find investors willing to back you. I know, I've looked into it. I would someday love to like, own a brewery or something crazy, Actually, I love this. I love, what we get to do. It really did change. Like, it was in that season that you were having the hard time, and when you actually canceled that class, and then, I don't know, God really gave me a heart check too, and I was like, this isn't like just your business and something that you're doing. Like, I need to like be supportive. Like, what can I do? If that's like take the kids and make sure that, I'm entertaining them, cook dinners, really find my place. I'm...
Give me the stink eye when I'm on my phone.
Yeah. Less of that. Do less of that, yeah. But really, really take ownership. And we've had a lot of fun doing it since that. And it's true. Like, there's no other job that we in our current place could afford to, like, do and make a career out. And when she actually started, pursuing,
About
businesses.
6 months ago.
Yeah. But even before that, when you first decided that, you wanted to leave Turtle Bay, like, it was like, well, what are we going to do? Because that's a financial gap that we were really worried about.
We made the decision for me to quit my job. I worked at a school. I worked about 30 hours or more sometimes.
It was a lot.
And, I didn't have, like, sick pay necessarily or a ton of it. I didn't have, like, all these great benefits. Like, I was just a part-time worker. And I think I made between, like, $600 and $800 a month. And I felt like I put in, like, a lot of time for what I was getting. And before that, I had a job where I was working like every single weekend. I was missing all sorts of like activities for my kids and soccer and then I had like another job on top of that, and that was only maybe like $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
So for all that time and energy and missing so much, the thing that I tell myself all the time is like how incredibly grateful I feel for this opportunity, because if I had known back then that this sort of thing existed and this was possible, that I could work my business while I was watching my kids play soccer or while I was home on the weekend, or that I could choose my own hours based on my family's needs, and that I wouldn't have to be spending all these hours away from home, I would have chosen this in a heartbeat. Yeah. I think after you know the other side of like the sacrifice.
And, like, with the number of kids that we have, like, if we were to try to pay for childcare, you would literally just be working for childcare. Yeah, I mean, I
right
love
now, yeah.
that. For me, the number one thing about it, like, she's awesome at business. She does a great job, but I love that it's something she can do while being here with the kids and like being able Take them to a park. They have mom at home. They get the best of both worlds. We don't have the financial gap, and children get to hang out with mom.
Oh my gosh! I think I did a live video today where I started out with a baby on my back.
With a baby on her back.
And at the end of the video, I had a toddler on my back. I don't even know what happened. People.
I don't know how I did suckered you into that.
I had a baby. I had Sawyer, and he was all chatty. And then somehow I ended up with Isaiah. So go watch it. It was pretty funny. It was a lot of juggling, but it's exactly what I do. Yep. I get to work in the midst of kids and mom life, but I'm not sacrificing mom life. And so, you know, this is legit, you guys. It's not like a gimmick. It's not some crazy scheme. And I don't say this to brag or boast or anything. I say this because I'm so incredibly grateful, and I'm looking at my hard work paying off and seeing the fruits of it. And this month for Josh and I, like, we are going to break our first like $1,000 paycheck or more. Yep. And that's so big. I feel like that's such a huge milestone. And that took me like 6 months, 8 months yep. of just being consistent and working and sharing. And
you look at us. We are nothing special. I mean, that's on top of
I don't
doing
even
foster
put
care.
on real
that's on top
every day. I don't even shower every day.
You can't see her right now. She's in her pajamas. No.
I mean, I just work the hours that I have available during the day in the middle
foster
of
care,
nap
raising
times.
Teenagers, raising babies. You even at one point, you know, like just taking on way. I mean, we take on lots. We take on so much, and yet still being super successful in this. And I'll give it to you. Like, again, I wasn't the most supportive. I was like, okay, you cover your costs. It's a hobby. You do better, business. That's, you know, but we gotta be like looking. And so when you decide to leave your job, it's like, okay, we gotta figure out $1,000 out of our budget, you know, beans and rice. And now through her hard work, like, we're there. Like, we're back at the place. And we're excited. Like,
and the cool thing is there's only going up.
Yeah.
You know, and I tell this to people all the time. Like, consistency and sticking with something pays off. If you just didn't quit and you just built like bit by bit and you put in the time that you had, an hour every single day, an hour. We all have an hour nap time. You know, and you just invested that every single day into your business, into your small business, and into your family. It is going to pay you back. Yep. Way more than any, you know, there's this whole thing about like the 4-year career and this 40-year career, and more people are moving towards like having, you know, a 4-year career.
Think about it. You don't need a degree. You don't even, I mean, they're not going to be like, oh, sorry, you know, you're ineligible. It's a thing you can do with really almost zero credentials. Like,
well, I will say, because some people get super intimidated because of oils or products or whatever, and they're like, oh, I want to learn more, I want to learn more, I want to learn more. People, I'm learning every single day. Like,
we're not making beer. Well,
no.
That's not true. I did get a stout kit that I need to put together. I'm in the process of, sorry, I totally switched gears. Chris Cable, you threw me off. I'm rebuilding my controller for my beer brewing because having so many kids and so little time, I was like, I need to be able to take this 6-hour hobby and narrow it down to a 2-hour hobby. So now I can control my brewery with my phone while sitting here. And as soon as that's up and running, we'll do a live video about it.
This is
Hopsy.
This is our Hopsy
yep.
review.
Yeah.
We ordered these growlers.
4 growlers, 32 ounces each, so a gallon of beer for $20.
We have a referral code.
Craft beer.
We have a referral code.
Check it out.
They've all been so awesome and so yummy. We haven't found one that we didn't like out of the 4. It was totally worth it. Like, better than anything you could get at the store.
Yep. But yeah, we were talking about home business, and like, it's awesome. And I talked to my friends, like some of them have talked to me. They're like, hey, what's your wife doing? My wife might be interested in that. I'm like, you know, talk to her. Like, she is super easy and approachable. She knows way more about the business than I do. I'm learning, you know, I work my own job, but I love supporting her, and I think that what she's doing is, you know, amazing, and I love how it benefits our family in every way. But she is definitely the more expert to talk to. But I asked him, I'm like, so what level is it going to be at? You know, like, honestly, you don't like your job. You're talking to me because you're interested. Your wife wants to be able to stay at home and raise the kids. Like, you know, what's it going to take? How successful will she have to be before you're like, okay, I'll buy in? Because look at us. We're ridiculous. and we're being successful. Who would have guessed?
Well, maybe for you and not for me.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
No.
We're just like regular people
We really
who
are.
just share what we do, share the products that we
Drink
use
beer,
and love,
hang out,
share other things, and
raise kids.
raise kids.
Yep.
Yep.
Eat salami and pepperoncinis with cream cheese.
Salami
on bagels.
and pepperoni.
I don't know. I'm so
with
craving
cream
that right
cheese
now.
And a toasted bagel.
Oh, that sounds so good. We might have to go get off live and go make one of those.
Oh, I keep kicking the camera.
Keep kicking it.
Anyways, guys.
I'm hungry. I need something to go with this.
So Hopsy, we think it's a great thing. You get those cool bottles.
And if you're not brewing your own beer, later, Chris. If you're not brewing your own beer, Hopsy also had a Black Friday deal. I don't know if it's too late to get in on it, but it was like 4 gallons in like a mini draft keg thing for like $80, which is like a $270 value. It's a crazy deal. Works out to about the same per pint.
People aren't going to know what we're selling.
Yep. Just look it
We
up
just
if you're
really
curious.
enjoy beer.
We do. Beer, wine, cheese,
Yeah. But our business is oils.
Yes, it
And
is.
Young Living.
Yes. And we super enjoy those too.
Yep.
Marriage oils class, it's coming, guys. It's coming, yep.
Marriage. I've had so many people message me about the marriage oils.
You're gonna want to know. I'm
coming,
so stoked.
people.
I'm like, I have to wait till January.
I know, because we're gonna
Because
do it
guys, you don't know, and if you don't know, you want to know. Where's the there it is. Yeah, you want to know.
Yep.
So good.
What he said.
Okay.
We won't tell people, but it's when Josh fell in love with oils.
I liked the products. I liked what they did for our
TMI.
family, and then I loved the products. So.
Oh goodness. Whew.
Yep. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well,
we're gonna go,
that's kind of our
guys.
spiel. We've been hanging out. Thanks if you hung out with us. You can always watch the rest of this video. Hopsy will put the promo code. I don't know how much longer they're gonna do it. Like, I was doing the math, and really, it's not sustainable. So, like, if you want in on this deal, get in on it now, because I'm sure they're gonna cut that promo off now that they've gotten the word out. Because I've been hearing all sorts of people talk about it. So, I got in on it. It's super delicious beer. I don't regret any of that $20. That was $20 well spent. So.
Yep. They've been good.
Yeah.
So
And-
maybe we'll get another box and we'll let you know what we think of the other
And
box.
if you are curious, if you are like genuinely, even remotely curious about what my wife does and how she does it and what that looks like on a regular basis, ask her. She's smart. She knows stuff and things. Like, she'll tells you. Yeah. All right.
I will.
Good night, people. I'm gonna let her press the button because every time I do,
my
I feel like
goodness.
I'm just
This button is going to
it
become a
vexes
thing.
me. It
It's
really
right
does.
there. You just use your finger.
It
Bye,
doesn't work
guys.
for me. It hates me.